Hello, welcome back to Disco Elysium. I believe it's episode 5. So, at the end of the last episode, we went dumpster diving, did a lot of dumpster diving, found our ledger, which gave us a lot of information. However, then hidden in a secure compartment, we found a letter that I'm pretty sure was addressed to us, and it was from a woman, and I don't know if it was like a suicide note or like maybe like a safe travels note or whatnot. But we read it, and it was very, it was quite somber. And then we passed out, maybe died, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. And we ended it there. So I don't know if we didn't get credits, but I don't know if we're starting again here. Ancient reptilian brain. There's nothing.
Again.
Oh, okay. I've passed out. Right. What should I do? Should I give in to the reptilian brain? Yeah. Let's just lay here for a bit.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
The woman.
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Right. Oh god, the limbic system is cryptic as fuck. No, it wasn't that though. It was the woman.
Cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
What does limbic mean? I'm gonna Google that. Limbic. Oh, the limbic system is a whole thing. The limbic system is part of the brain involved in our behavioral and emotional responses, especially when it comes to behaviors we need for survival, feeding, reproduction, and caring for our young, and fight or flight responses. Okay. An ancient reptilian brain. Reptilian brain. Composed of the basal ganglia. It is involved in basic species typical behaviors such as aggression, dominance, and ritualistic displays, and is present in all vertebrates. Okay, so that's like my instinct, I guess. And the limbic system is behaviors.
Because it's always there.
Thought gained, white morning.
Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
Yeah, it smelled nice. I like apricots.
It didn't smell nice.
Oh.
It smelled like betrayal.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Was that? God, these parts of my brain are hard to communicate with. Let's go back to the limbic system.
Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Something about a bow collector?
What was that about?
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Oh, these were things that were said in the letter. Voyager Road, bow collector. Okay, well, let's just lie here.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Right, let's come back.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Ah, Kim always comes in. Copious kinema.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Okay, I'll keep drinking.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on
No,
the driver's
no.
seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
Let's be honest with Kim. I want to be honest with Kim, so let's tell him about the
That
past.
does sometimes happen.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case. Let's get upbeat.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Nice.
Jamais vu. Derealization.
Ah,
Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
plus 1 XP for every orb clicked. All intellect learning caps raised by 1. That's a pretty good thought to have. It sounds like it. Nice. So I can forget that one. And Guillaume. Am I going to get another one for Guillaume? No. Okay, well, let's, Oh, look at that. That's gone to 7. Why has Encyclopedia gone up? Oh, is it because I'm holding my ledger? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, hang on. Let's do this thought. I've got it for Guillaume. So what was the solution here? Bad news. Guillaume Lemillion did not become a cop. Damn. In 38, he went on tour to the Hyesan-Yo province in Safria, where he died of an auto-erect asphyxiation. Nice. He was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trenor single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take it as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also a warning. Okay. +1 pain threshold. Blood oxygen is boring. And all psyche learning caps raised by 1. Nice. And this one is Lonesome Way. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump. Oh yeah, I remember this. Need to find my home. White Morning. Unlock a new slot to research the thought. Oh. So if I... My psyche is quite low, so I think I just unlock a new slot for it. I don't actually... So I'm gonna remove that one. But I'm gonna remove Guillaume. Oh! Did I just unlock that? Oh, did I use a skill point to unlock that? I did. Okay, right. That is good to know. Okay, right. Well, at least I can learn more. Okay, let's... The bow collector. Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector of streetcar number 42. Slowly down the slope from the Voyager Road and then east of the B206. Cross the river to where there is no closed factories or ruins to study. At an academy, electrical cables run overhead and the bow collector draws across them like a musical instrument. A flash, she's standing at the rear window holding onto the rail in a spring coat waving at you. God, that one takes a while to investigate. White Morning. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object letting out a sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he's still remembering the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for that feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. So this one gives me -1. Hell on earth. Let's do it though. So I wonder if oh, if you stop it, you just undo it. Fine. You do not have enough skill point. Forget requirement. Oh. Okay. So I need a skill point to forget it. Okay. Yeah, let's do the bow collector. Okay, so I need a skill point to unlock that as well. Okay. So my encyclopedia has gone up, which is good. Tools. Ledger of failure and hatred.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Nice. So I can interact with this mug as well.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
No, there's quite a lot to read.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
I'm going to use this mug as an example of prejudice. I'm going to push it into the face of every merchant I find and tell them that this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling. Fraud and embezzlement. Yeah, let's go with number
But
one.
it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteer.
Okay, how can I... Can I drop that? Or get rid of it? So I'm being a right mongoloid here. These are my thoughts, right? These are my... Ah, look, I've got missions. Read the watermarks. Ah, yes. Let's do that.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheat.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Oh, nice. Press
The
it.
dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canelo comes to life with a whiny growl, like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done.
Perfect. Right.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
Oh, okay.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's no pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
So it's like a map.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
That's where we are now,
Let
isn't
me
it?
see. Right here.
He says his finger near the top of the map on a segment of the coast jutting out into the Great Ocean. Seems nice.
No, it does not.
Oh. Right, let's look at the
There are many
perforations.
of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Okay, let's tally up the
The
different
first
rows.
row has 18 dots.
Okay, what about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Okay, let's count them.
You count 216 perforations.
Fuck me, that is a lot.
Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely.
And the last row.
The last row has 3 perforations.
Okay, so we got 18, 216, 216, and 3.
That's it.
Yeah, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do.
Ah,
Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years.
okay.
Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
I walk the land telling whores and liars and probably some boring office job. I feel like I just went around apologising all the time. Do you really think I have any idea? 18
That's what it
years.
says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I don't know.
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got,
Oh, wow.
let's see.
216 cases closed.
Wow, more than 200.
216 to be exact.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Well, looks like I am a super cop. I used to be good at... That's some sort of... What's the last number?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills.
Oh!
You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Okay.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
Okay, so I'm much more of a thinker. I'm much more of a... You know, I solve my cases and I don't want to kill.
But it seems as though
people.
you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Okay. Let's ask him if he's ever killed.
Yes.
Declining to elaborate, okay. Yeah, how do you
Everyone
handle
has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
me drinking?
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Yeah, like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Why
Maybe
not
I should find a
gardening?
hobby.
You've already got the gloves.
He points to your yellow gardening gloves. I wonder if he'd have said that if I wasn't wearing them. Thanks
The
for this.
lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Name unknown. Superstar cop. Superstar Cop 1, Apocalypse Cop 0, Sorry Cop 0, Boring Cop 1. Okay. Communist 0, Fascist 0, Ultra Liberal 2, Moralist 1, Good Cop Bad Cop 0, Honor 0, People Killed 3, Case Stop 216, Years in Service 18. Okay. Don't really know what all those stats mean, but I'm sure we'll find out as we continue to play. So, still need to replace the lost boule. Inspect body hanger. Yeah, I need to figure out a way to approach it. Pay for damages. I don't have any money. How you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic. Yeah, track down my badge. Who put the clothes in the trash? Ask who... Yeah, no, I don't want to ask the hi kid. Okay, I could go and speak to Joyce now that I know... Now that I've thought about it for a while. Need to figure out who's caller. Keep asking Joyce questions about reality. Yeah. And I need to track down my gun. Because, fuck me, someone's got my gun. Okay, let's just save here. Oh, hang on, I could just quick save. Nice. Okay, right, let's take these gloves off. Nice. And I could put my ledger in my hand, and then Does that give me some like bonus stats? Let's, I know. Oh, it does. It gives me lots of bonus stats. Doesn't say there though. It gives me. I'm gonna have to look what changes here. It's under inland. 1 inland empire, 1 empathy, -2 authority. -1 suggestion. Okay. Let's not have it in our hands for now. It seems to give us more minuses. My savoir faire is not good. Heals ridiculously high. Clip clopping everywhere. Right. Okay. Book has Rose, a pistol of a half-naked dame. This book is about pate. Doesn't seem important. This is a bookshop. Is this the bookshop lady? The book titled A Man from Heimdall and the Wildfires. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted the perception, but never mind. Let's speak to this lady.
Hello, sir. Step right
Annette.
in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of store is this? Is it okay? Yeah, let's
It's
ask.
a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Okay.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this.
Yeah, it does feel she's just doing a Saturday morning
Don't
job.
be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know to everyone.
No, don't tell me what to
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
do. Oops. Not really. Goodbye. Let's go into the store. Let's try and sell some bits and bobs. This is a nice store.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Hello.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Okay.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
And if I want to buy a book?
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go. Be drawn.
Okay.
She
All right.
smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Interesting. I wonder what's back there. She waved me over here. Old sports magazine tucked away in a dark corner. Not interested in those. National recipes. For trout. Not interested in trout. What
The
we got
display
here?
rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Hyundai. Still keep telling me about the Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from Hyundai. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Hmm.
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Which one should I start
What does
with?
it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman, the man from Hjelmdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
I can't afford that at the minute, so I will just look
Rows
through the
and
other
rows
display.
of Hjelmdalamen blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hjelmdal and the Mammoth Riders.
The Mammoth
Man
Riders.
from Hjelmdal. Return to Hjelmdal. And the Solipsistic. Man from Hjelmdal and the Hjelmdal Man.
God, there are enough, aren't there?
Maybe 100.
100?
Man from Hjelmdal and the Sages at the End of the World.
Oh my goodness.
Man from Hjelmdal and the False God. Man from Hjelmdal and the Scorched Earth. Man from Hjelmdal, the Hjelmdal colonies. Man from
My
Hjelmdal and
goodness.
the Swamp Beast. Man from Hjelmdal and the Snow Crabs.
The snow crabs. Do I? No, I
The
can't go on
display rack
enough.
before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hjelmdal novels.
Do any of these call out to me?
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Oh, what is it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Hjelmdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man.
Leering at the man.
Between the throne and the Hjelmdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hjelmdal and the Devil Woman.
And the Devil Woman.
The
Interesting.
display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hjelmdal novels.
A man from Hjelmdal and the Devil Woman calls out to me, but I don't have enough money. So let's leave that for now. And let's...
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance.
I wonder... Can I go up these stairs? Oh, I can. I can just walk up them. Nice. What we got in
The
here?
plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing
have a
through
look through
all
the
the
display.
books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem... Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It
Ooh.
reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
Okay.
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star.
The
He's
Anti-Star.
famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Oh, he sounds fun.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and
Ooh.
ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time.
I will take my time, thank you very much. Another boring book just discarded here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Paranatural, let's have a look
Amidst
through.
the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance.
Interesting.
These three things are very important to the working class mind.
Ooh.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Ah, okay.
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing
okay.
your cold
Just
or
like-
anything.
Okay.
Wholeness,
Home
unity,
remedies.
balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver.
No, that one
And
sounds good.
There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Okay, nothing worth buying, apparently, according to my logic.
Several maps have been attached to a
Ah,
bulletin
I
board
could do
hidden
with a
inside
map.
the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Oh, let's look at a map
The
of
north coast
Revachol.
of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And west of the river?
Houdon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad.
Oh.
People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
Oh god, so it's just all bad, other than Coron.
You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City.
Okay. Yeah, can I
I'm
buy
sorry,
these?
officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Excuse
They're
me.
quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is that so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of
Yeah.
a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
They didn't get that far.
It doesn't.
For some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Oh, steal it. That would be naughty. That would be really naughty. But I don't. Let's
It's
have a look
not
at the
really
map.
a map. It's a tourist thing.
Yeah, I don't
A
think I
picture
want that.
postcard with buildings on it, drawn from it. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Oh. Okay, fine.
Always
Fuck it.
good
Let's
to be
buy it.
informed of your surroundings.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme, Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star
Okay.
on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Semenine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosigns and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Incelindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Okay. Right, so I sort of know a bit where I am then, which is good. I've got a map now as well, so... Aha! God, this is a tourist map, isn't it? The Hanged... Oh, okay, Oh, here you go, I've marked it. The Hanged Man, Mirror, Trash Container, Joyce, Map Wall, which is where I am now. Okay, so... Yeah, I mean, this map will sort of help, I guess. God, I need to find my gun. I need to find my badge. I wonder what's back here.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
And who are the Seminese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Semenine Islands down south.
Oh, okay.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull open the curtains.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her fingers nervously playing with her pendant talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Okay.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No, yeah, I'm gonna go with the police authority.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
Her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. Suspicious.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
I'm gonna go.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I'm going in.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say.
Okay.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Well, let's go and talk to her. Let's follow my rhetoric.
Hello again, esteemed officer. and welcome to Crime.
Why are you so
Romance,
uptight about those
and
curtains?
biographies
I
of
just want to
famous
know what's on
people.
the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't
No,
understand
no,
why it's so
no.
important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like
Yeah.
she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
Ooh. Number 3.
It's just for decoration.
She waves under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to the
Host
pendant.
of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
How does this curse manifest
The curse
itself?
is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of
The curse.
financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little confused as well.
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
Oh no.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Okay. How often does this manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress,
Financial
of ruin
distress.
and bankruptcy.
I've
Everyone
already said
knows that
this.
there's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering
Would you let me
presence,
take the
as
case?
if
I
I
can
was
investigate to see if the
unwanted
curse is
here.
real. Yeah, I do want to take the case. Actually,
Yes, I've
have you sought
contacted
help from
numerous
anyone?
parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators.
Ah,
They provided me with the wards.
okay.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
Yeah, what is up with this pendant?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Ah,
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
15%, eh?
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Right. I mean, I don't believe in all this nonsense. But let's
Most
see.
certainly not. I
Oh.
don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be.
I wonder
so
if I
they
can
return
convince
to
her
their slumber.
that I am involved in the arts, the mystic arts.
My liege, you know what this case calls for?
Ooh.
A para-detective.
Yeah, boy, I'm a paradetective. Okay, convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. Come on.
Slither up to her,
Yes!
you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Let's go. Okay. Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranormal situations
Are
before.
you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
No, I have returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but
Oh,
You look like one.
bollocks. I need different outfit to convince her.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
Ah, yes. Number 2.
how do you know all this?
I know all this because I'm a
Here we
paradetective.
go.
Let's go. Your wards brought me here in the first place, so Semini's blood also runs through me.
Part Simonese.
Yes.
Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
No.
The hand of fate guides us.
Yes.
But I am
Oh.
not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Yeah, let's get Kimmy involved in this.
Oh,
I put him on our bollocks, he hasn't been listening.
I can assure you he is a police officer. Very knowledgeable.
That's not... You dropped the ball there, Kim.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honour.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The
Okay.
entity.
Oh.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Yes, the entity for I've sensed
You
its
have?
presence.
The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her.
She
Did you
lives
know that
inside
she
the
lives
chimney.
inside the chimney? Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
Okay.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What
Okay.
is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Okay. Farewell, book peddler. Investigate doomed commercial area. Right, let's find a way into this chimney.
You see a set of tattered...
Pull them
You
open.
see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Okay.
Oh!
As she tries her best to look away, her brown face buried in her hands. Alrighty, what have we got in here? Ghostly silhouette of hairdryers. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Looks like Guillaume de Le Million. Guillaume Le Million. I can't remember how to pronounce it now.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Let's unlock the door.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Open the door and retreat. And enter, sorry. It's a gym! Oh, Kim wants to talk.
What is this place?
Dusty training. Looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages.
Yeah.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Ah,
Some
okay.
specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Oh. What if there's a reason why no one's been here in ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Oh, these are not wrong. Right. Tools, flashlight. So there's a gym back here. Smells like leather and sweat. Smells like a gym. Poster says, Situs Fortis, the rest is worn off. What's this? A shot put ball. I could go and give that as the boo. Sand is dripping from the punch bag. Worn out wall bars, they look unsafe. I assume I can't lift this up.
A barbell lies
Ooh.
on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights.
Oh,
Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with.
Let's
Lift
show them.
There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Oh,
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
yeah.
It would be a violation
It should
of
be a
EPIS
felony.
safety regulations if the gym was still
Oh.
operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll leave then. I'm not going to try and lift that up. It's going to fall on me. Or should I try it? Yeah. Let's show the world
The
who's
barbell
boss.
waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Don't think I passed that. Here we go. Oh!
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat.
Yeah,
Turns out
well,
you're no beast, just an old man with bad form.
bollocks. It was only 60 kilos. Well, it must have been. My palms must have
Wearing
just been
gloves
slipping.
would definitely make it easier.
Yeah. Put a skill point into physical instrument to open the white check. Right. I think we will end this episode here before we go upstairs and deal with the cursed monster, whatever's up there. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. We're doing a lot of world building here, which oh god, the shop was a good price. I'm enjoying the world building. Yeah, it's good. The world is very interesting, but yeah, they're taking their time to build it. But I feel like it'll all pay off eventually. At some point, you know, once we get into, I imagine a deep case. But that will have to come in the next episode. But I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll catch up with you soon. Goodbye.